In this video, I'm going to show you the 4 best barbell exercises that you can do to get a superhero style of physique. I've selected these 4 exercises because they're the most efficient for targeting each of the 4 quadrants of the body: upper push, upper pull, lower push, lower pull. So if you do these 4 exercises, you're going to be hitting the whole body and getting that heroic physique. So without further ado, let's jump in. All right, so the first of our 4 exercises is going to be the barbell back squat. All right, I know a lot of people really hype this exercise up, but it's for good reason, because it's a massive compound exercise that works the quads, the glutes, the core, a lot of different muscles across a lot of different joints. So you can't skip this if you just want to build overall muscularity in the entire body. You want to build those tree trunk legs, you want to build the bones, you just want to get stronger, be more efficient with your running, whatever it may be. Almost everyone should be squatting. So that's why it's one of my favorite exercises, and here's how we do it. So first of all, if you're not very flexible, if you're like me, you might want to put down some plates right here. That way I can elevate my heels. That changes up the angle of my heel, and I'm able to go down even lower than I would be able to otherwise. Now you could do it without them. That's totally fine too. You could do them barefoot, whatever's most comfortable for you. But for me, because I like to go all the way down as far as I can, these really help with that. Now, from there, what I'm going to do is put my hands just outside of shoulders. I'm going to squeeze my back as I come under the bar, just like that. And you have like a little shelf on your back that you can put it on. Don't put it on your spine, because some people do that and it just feels really uncomfortable. So that would be like the C7 vertebra back there. That's where you would feel it if it hit that bone. So not a big deal. It just feels really uncomfortable. Now from there, it's laying on that soft tissue on my back, which is the traps. And my hands are in a really good position. Everything's tight. My chest is up. My heels are just barely on these plates right here. And I'm in kind of what I call the power position. My feet are about hip to shoulder width apart, and they're slightly pointed out. Now from there, as I go down, my knees are going to track over my toes. They're going to not only go over them, but in the same direction as my toes. Now, the first movement that I like to do with this is I barely stick my hips out as I bend my knees. So notice that little motion, and then I go into it. So it looks something like this. Now you'll see a lot of people when they squat, they'll stop somewhere around here, but that's not full depth. And if you're able to, and you're mobile enough, or you have these plates under your heels, or if you have weightlifting shoes, those really help too. Try to go all the way down to where you're down here and you're really just sitting in that squat, and then come back up. So with this, you want to go down slow and controlled, feel that good stretch, and then come up. And when you come up, you can come up a little bit faster. So that is the first of our barbell exercises. And really, if you could just get that and master that down, you have a lot of what you need to really just grow a muscular physique. So that was a lower body exercise. Now let's jump into an upper body exercise. So this next exercise is known as the incline barbell bench press. Why the incline? Well, really because not only are you working the middle of your chest, but you're also going to be hitting that upper shelf to give you more of that muscular look. And so that's why I really like this exercise over just the flat barbell bench press. Both of them work really, really great for just overall chest development. But this is also really good for targeting the front delts as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to lay back. Now the incline angle doesn't matter so much. Just pick what's most comfortable for you. Somewhere around 45 degrees, 30 degrees, something like that can work really well. And from there, it's going to be kind of like a normal bench. I'm going to put my fingers just around a little bit outside of my shoulder width right there. And then I'm going to have a good arch in my back. So everything's arched right there. My feet are up under me so that I can produce more force whenever I lift this. And then from there, what I do is I lift it off, and then I come forward to right over my chest. And then from there, I go down, touch my chest if you're able to. If your shoulders are flexible enough, mobile enough, just make sure to go all the way down as far as you can. Notice my elbows are tucked in. I'm not flaring out. My elbows are under the bar, and I'm pushing up. Now when I go down slow, controlled, and I can really feel that stretch. And then I come up. So a few reps would look something like this. So that is the barbell incline bench press. It is a great exercise for overall muscular development in the upper body in terms of the pushing motion. So I love that exercise, but now let's kind of change it up and move into another type of exercise. So those were two of my favorite exercises, but we actually have a bonus 5th exercise that I'm going to include at the very end of the video, so make sure to stick around for that as well. So those were our pushing motions. Now I kind of want to go into the pulling motions, and we're going to be starting with a lower body emphasized pulling motion known as the RDL, which stands for Romanian deadlift. Some people also call it a stiff-legged deadlift or a straight-legged deadlift. So this is going to be a really great exercise for hitting the whole posterior chain, which is like the back, the glutes, and the hamstrings. So first up, you're going to need your barbell. I just have a little bit of weight on here, and you're actually going to be in that kind of power position that we got in with the squats to start off with. You're going to have your feet about hip to shoulder width apart, and they're going to be slightly pointed out. Your knees are going to be slightly bent. You could do it straight too, but I find it's more comfortable whenever they're slightly bent like that. Now from there, what we're gonna do is grab the bar, and we're gonna start up here at the top. So I'm in that good power position. I have my chest out, so I'm not rounded like that. My chest is out. And then the first move that I'm actually gonna do is stick the butt out, stick the hips back, and then I'm gonna go down, stretch out those hamstrings, and then come back up. Now when I go down slow and controlled, and my back should be pretty stiff, maybe even arched. And I can feel a really good pull in the hamstrings as I do that. My feet are totally planted. Now, you'll know if you're doing it wrong if the bar leaves your body. If it comes out here, that's going to be a lot of lower back emphasis, and we want you to mostly feel it in your hamstrings. So in order to do that, it's all about the hip motion. So I've already moved a lot just by doing this, and then I just keep pushing back, pushing back, pushing back. I go down, the bar's next to my legs, and then I come back up. Now, the depth really just depends on your flexibility. Some people can go all the way down to the ground. I'm not quite that flexible. Some people are flexible enough to where they could go all the way down while standing on something. So they have a deficit. That's really impressive. I can't do that. But this is a great exercise for that posterior chain, and that's why this is one of my favorite barbell exercises. So now let's move on to another one that really emphasizes the upper back. All right, so the next exercise up is one of the best for really building the overall muscularity of the back. This is known as the barbell bent over row, but I'm going to take it one step further. You can see I have this plate right here. So I'm going to be doing a deficit barbell bent over row. And so what that means is I'm going to be stepping on top of it, and I'm going to be going down further than I normally would if I were just going down to the ground. I wasn't stepping on anything. Now you'll notice when I do this, I'm actually going to slightly have my back rounded. So it's okay if you slightly round your back on these exercises when you're particularly just really targeting the back. Now in something like a squat where there's a lot of compressive force on the spine, you definitely don't want to round on those exercises. But exercises that are mostly pulling like this, and you know exactly why you're doing it, and you're not going like crazy with the weight, it's totally fine, and maybe even more beneficial to slightly round and then slightly arch. So you'll see a little bit of that while I'm doing this exercise. So what I'm doing is I'm standing on this plate. My feet are about hip to shoulder width apart, just like the other exercises. My knees are slightly bent, and they're going the same direction as the toes. That's the start of pretty much a lot of different lifts. Now from here, I can look down and I can see the bar is right over my toes. You could pull it back even a little bit and have it over your shoestrings, whatever is most comfortable for you. Now from there, I bend over, I get my hands on the bar. I can slightly round if I want to. And from there, I'm going to row it up. Just like that. And I like to do a thumb over grip. It just feels more comfortable instead of having the thumb over the bar like that, or I guess under the bar. You have it over. It just feels a little more comfortable on my wrist. Now from here, I'm just doing a rowing motion all the way down, stretching it out. See, if I didn't have this plate, I'd be stopping about right there. So I'm going all the way down, all the way up. And notice I go down, I round a little bit. I'm stretching out the arms on the way down. And then on the way up, I'm arching and I'm really squeezing. Now, also, the bar is staying really close to my body the whole time. It's not going away from me. And when I'm thinking about the pressure in my feet, all of it's pretty much in the midfoot. I'm not going over the toes so much. Because if you get in a scenario where you have the bar right here and it's too far out, your heels will come off, all your pressure will be in the toes. you'll start to lean forward, and that will start to hit your back from a different position that you probably don't want to hit it from. So that is the barbell bent over row. This is one of the best exercises for really developing the overall back muscularity. All right, so this is our bonus exercise. It's known as the upright row. The reason I wanted to place this in here is because even though we're working on the 4 quadrants of the body, upper push, upper pull, lower push, lower pull with the other exercises, we're not really able to hit the shoulders very much at all. So I wanted to add this in because not only does it work the shoulders, but it also works the biceps and the traps as well. So this is a really great compound exercise that you can do with the barbell. So what this looks like is I grab the bar and I go inside of my shoulder. Some people go a little bit outside, but I found that my hands on the inside works really well for me. Now from here, I have my thumbs over top. I don't have them under like that. That just feels better for me, and it feels better with most pulling motions in general. Now from here, I'm in a good power position, just like I was with the other exercises, and I row it up just like this. And you'll notice my elbows are coming in front of me, and I can feel it in my delts. I'm coming up to about my chin. Now, I've seen some people come up even higher. They'll come up way up here, which totally works fine too, but I like it to about my chin. Now, if you have any shoulder issues or anything like that, you don't have to go up so high. You can come up to your chest. But the important thing is, as you come up, you're slow and controlled, and on the way down, you're also slow and controlled. So it looks just like that. This is a great exercise for really hitting that upper shelf right up across here. So it's hitting those delts, those traps, and even the biceps, which is one of the reasons why I put it in here. When working with barbell exercises, it's so important to pick exercises that really hit across multiple joints and multiple muscles. All right, so those are the 4, technically 5 best barbell exercises to really hit the entirety of the body and help you get muscular just like your favorite heroes. I hope you enjoyed that video and learned something. Which was your favorite exercise? Let me know in the comments down below. And also, if you want a free core training guide, I'll also link that in the description down below so you can check that out and learn how to work out your core. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.